Hello everyone, my name is Monsanelli. For today we will be talking about the Big Bang Theory. So we're gonna know Big Bang a little bit better. First of all, the Big Bang was not an explosion. It was just a rapid expansion of the universe. And to understand this a little bit better, I need to tell you that before the Big Bang, the universe was infinitely small and dense. In all of universe, matter and energy was packed into this infinitely small dense point. And then suddenly the Big Bang happened around 13.8 billion years ago. The Big Bang theory is compatible with the Hubble limit law, which by observation states that the further the galaxy, the faster it gets further from us, meaning that the universe is expanding. And the Big Bang was called Big Bang and was named Big Bang by a person who was really against Big Bang theory. He used the term Big Bang to describe the Big Bang theory during a March 1949 BBC radio broadcast. Fred Hoyle said these theories were based on the hypothesis that all the matter in the universe was created in one Big Bang at a particular time in the remote past. This is what it said during the BBC radio broadcast. Most scientists during the 20th century saw the universe as ageless and infinite, until Einstein's relativity gave us a better understanding of gravity and Edwin Hubble discovered the expansion of the universe. And these observational evidences, along with the CMP discovery, cosmic background radiation discovery, cosmic microwave background radiation to be exact, in 1994, along with some other observational evidences, made Big Bang the accepted theory. But here's a question: how everything came from nothing? And in order to answer that, we cannot really do that. Well, actually, we need to see 0 seconds after the Big Bang. And the furthest we can see is 200 million years after the Big Bang, which is the James Webb Space Telescope can see. And it's crazy and also impossible. And now we want to know about the things that happen after the Big Bang. Two things happened after the Big Bang. We call them two eras, okay, which are divided into smaller parts called epochs. Okay, number one was the radiation era, which is called radiation era because of the immense amount of radiation which was shooted out, which is burst at that time after the Big Bang. So it is divided into seven different epochs. Number one is a Planck epoch. In this epoch, no matter existed, only energy and the ancestor to the four forces of nature, called superforce, which contain no gravity, strong nuclear, weak, and electromagnetic. But then, at the end of this epoch, a key event occurred in which gravity split away from the superforce. Then there was a grand unification epoch. In this epoch, strong nuclear split away. Then, in the inflationary epoch, universe rapidly expanded, almost in a matter of a thousandth of a second, from the size of an atom to the size of a grapefruit, and it was very, very hot. Then there was the electroweak epoch. In this epoch, the last two forces split away from the superforce. In the quark epoch, quarks started to form, and then in the hadron epoch, the universe cooled down enough for neutrons and protons to form. And then in the last two epochs, lepton and nuclear, those neutrons and protons came together and formed nuclei. And in doing so, they made the first element in the universe, helium. So now we know that the first element in the universe was helium, and we should continue. After that, after the burst of helium, uh, the universe had the ability to form more and more matters and elements, which led to the matter era. In the matter era, three things happened. Number one was the atomic epoch. In this epoch, hydrogen formed. Then there was a galactic epoch. In the galactic epoch, hydrogen along with helium dotted the universe with atomic clouds and then led to the formation of galaxies, but with no stars. Then there was the stellar epoch. In this epoch, stars formed in those galaxies of cloud, and this part has continued to present day. Now we want to know about the premier stars which formed in the universe. They were only made of two elements, hydrogen and helium. In these stars, hydrogen, which is a light element, is fused into helium, which is a heavy element. And this happens in all stars. And And when the star runs out of hydrogen, something happens that new elements, because the star wants to keep himself up, new elements start to form in its core, and and after they explode, because they were supermassive, the beginning stars, the premier stars were supermassive, they will explode in the form of supernovae, which will let all the new elements which had formed inside its core burst out into space, and all those matters came to the made the existence um of the periodic table we know today. And we are also made of those elements, and so the periodic table is actually uh, and like mostly made of star elements which has formed inside the core of a star, and we are actually made of some of those elements that has formed inside the core of the star, meaning that we are made of star stuff. We are star stuff, just like Carl Sagan once said. And here is how the James Webb Space Telescope can help us study premier stars. Okay, so by knowing them, we can really understand how they acted, how they lived, how they died. And this is going to be really precious stuff for cosmology. Okay, if you remember the picture I showed you right here. Okay, so it says that the premier stars, according to this map and these maps, the first stars formed about 400 million years, from 200 million years to 400 to from mainly 200 million years after the Big Bang. And that is as far as the James Webb Space Telescope can see. We haven't really pointed to that kind of stuff, to that part of sky yet, but it's gonna really help us do that. Okay, and here's what I hope. I think it's impossible, but I hope that one day we will make a telescope. We will, we will invent a telescope that can see 0 seconds after the Big Bang. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned a lot of new things, and make sure you subscribe and like the video, and click that notification bell so you won't miss any videos. Thank you and goodbye.